Hello and welcome back to Sarah's Joyful Journey. I'm Sarah Joy. I figured I would try to sit down and for a few minutes and chat with you guys, give you a little update about Triple B&E, what I learned, and how it went. I'm gonna say how it went because over the weekend when we drove up to get the puppy, I decided to keep it keto for the trip. And because it was easier than trying to stress over Triple B&E, I packed lots of snacks, and that was great. But it's still fun when you stop to get like pork rinds, and so I had some super coffee, which I didn't care for, by the way. It was not for me. It's too sweet. But I learned while doing Triple B&E that dairy really is a problem for me. I did have some cheese while I was gone, but I kept it minimal. And I know that going forward, I want cheese to be a special treat, a rare occasion. I'm not going to keep it in the house. So one thing I need to work on is finding a new chaffle recipe that uses keto chow with no cheese. So if you know of one, let me know because I'd love to try it out because I do like chaffles every once in a while. I'm going to continue making egg white bread and things like that, but I'm going to keep dairy down to butter. And then I'm also going to experiment with keto chow and see how many times I can get away with a keto chow without it affecting my inflammation. That has been the biggest takeaway from the 14 days I did of Triple B&E. I would like to do it again sometime, but I'm going to take some time and just stay keto for the next little bit. I'm hoping to in January do World Carnivore Month because that is going to be just nice and fun. And again, when I do that, I'm going to go in with the idea that I don't do any dairy other than butter for that. So I've got a couple weeks where I can experiment with some keto chow and see how that affects me. If it starts causing inflammation, I'm gonna try to stay off the scale because I'm really frustrated by it. And I think that my focus lately has just been trying to keep my weight under control since coming off the Mounjaro and having my weight go up about 12 pounds, not bad, still feeling pretty good and stuff like that. But it is something that I want to work on. And one thing I was getting frustrated with was during Triple B&E is I wasn't losing weight, but I wasn't gaining either. So that meant that there was healing, there was things going on, and I was able to maintain. So again, a lot was learned during Triple B&E, and I want to do it again, but I don't want to stress with the fact that I have my tiny little puppy right now, and he is doing well, but he's very vocal and he is high energy, which I knew going in, but he is taking up all my time, which is fine. That's what a puppy is. They're little tiny babies. They're just like having newborns, and I'm excited for all that opportunity. Matt went out and he got us some chicken wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, so I'm excited to do that. Haven't really ate much today. Had a little bit of pork belly. I didn't really eat much yesterday, which is fine. I'm not really feeling hungry. So I will have some chicken wings because I am a little bit hungry, and we're gonna call that my day. So in the next week or so, I'm going to try and get maybe a meal prep video. I don't know if I'm going to do a meal prep video. I'm still trying to decide because if I do meal prep, it's probably going to be the same things that I was doing on Triple B&E, which is cooking bacon, making eggs, making meatballs, because meatballs are definitely becoming a weekly favorite around here, whether I use different types of meat or I use like a meatball mix that has veal in it, or if I use like a meatball mix that is beef and pork. So I will probably be doing those. So I don't know if I'm going to do a video about that because I've done several showing meatballs as meal prep. But we'll see. Meal prep will be very handy with having this little guy because then I can grab things when he's sleeping, which is why unfortunately I'm not using my tripod on this because he's asleep and I didn't want to get up and get it. It's across the room and I want him to sleep. So it's funny how quickly they can adapt and change your whole routine. But he did good last night. He got up 3 times. I let him play each time, which that will not be happening tonight. Tonight, that's a no-go. The reason I allowed him to play last night was he slept the entire trip in the car, and we were gone. We picked him up and got in the car at 9 o'clock, and that's about the time 9 a.m. when we got home at about 9 p.m. So it was 12 hours. So we played a little bit, and then we went to bed probably around 10:30, and he slept till about 1:30. So that was really good. And then we played a little, and then he slept till about 3:30. At about 3:30, he was not, or about 1:30, he was not wanting to go in his crate. So we just did a little bit of training, and we went in the crate, out of the crate, in the crate, out of the crate, throwing treats in. And finally, after about 5 minutes of that, he walked in the crate, laid down, and fell asleep. So I closed the door and I went back to sleep. But so far, so good. Today, we're just learning about him. He's learning the area, trying to settle in. He's very vocal. He does cry a lot, which is understandable because he just left everything that he knew, and this life is very different. He lived in a home that had a huge yard and land and goats and chickens and all kinds of things, and I live in an apartment. So he cannot go outside on the ground until he has all of his shots. We have taken him out so he can go and he can walk. We can walk while we're holding him. He can see things and explore. He is figuring out his artificial grass patch that we have, and he's doing very, very well. All right, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to let you go because I have some reading I would like to accomplish, but I just wanted to sit down, give you a little update on Ghost, give you a little update on how Triple B and E went, what I'm planning for the future, and just gonna kind of chill the next couple of weeks. I'm sure there'll be a lot of talk about Ghost and maybe some videos. I don't know. We're gonna see how I feel and how much time I have to squeeze in a video while we're getting this guy settled. All right, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. And if you want, just say hi down below and leave a comment, and I will respond when I can. All right, bye for now.